someone explain grappling to me?
I used to get confused with grappling and restrained all the time, and since the move over to 2024, I still get confused with grappled and restrained all the time, but I do think that it's a lot easier and straightforward, especially as the DM in 2024. So here's sort of the basic, as too long didn't read as I can make it. Let's start with you as the DM. So as the DM, when you're using a monster stat block, it'll say in the stat block what you have to do. And a lot of the monsters have been streamlined to where when they make an attack and they deal damage, they just automatically grapple. So a bear, for example, if it bites you and that bite hits, it's just chomping down, you're grappled now. For players, it gets a little bit more complicated, but not by much. In order to do a grapple, you do have to make an unarmed strike. Now, when I say unarmed strike, I don't mean you're rolling for the unarmed strike. If you choose to do an unarmed strike, you have 3 options that you can do. If you want to deal damage, cool. Make your attack roll, you've done damage. If you want to grapple, instead of the attack roll, whatever it is you're trying to grapple has to make a strength or a dexterity saving throw against your grapple DC, which is 8 strength proficiency bonus. If they make it, they're not grappled. If they don't make it, they're grappled. You can also shove if you want to, but we're talking about grappling here. All right, so you have a player grappled. What exactly does the grappled condition mean? It means that their speed is 0. Whatever is grappling them will have to use double move if it wants to move them around as it's dragging them, and attacks that the grappled target makes against anyone other than who is grappling it is at disadvantage. Also important to note that you can grapple as long as you have one hand free. So if you're a monk, you could technically grapple 2 people, but while you're grappling something, whatever you're using to grapple them cannot be used to do anything else. So if you want to be able to attack something you're grappling, you have to have a free hand in order to do it. Now, as for how grapple is useful, like why would you want your enemies to use it? I don't think using a grapple just by themselves, like one-on-one, is necessarily worth it unless you don't want that target to get away, right? Being able to lock someone down, forcing them to use an action to try and escape via acrobatics or athletics versus the save DC can be very, very beneficial, although most of my players have taken Fey Touch to have some sort of Misty Step bonus action to just bamf away, but grappling is definitely something I think that you use in tandem with having other enemies that can sort of take advantage of it, or if there's someone specific that you want to try and lock down. But I hope that helped. Now, as far as restrained condition goes, I'll have to go look that one up.